Hey there everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Nose Rides and Nose Dives. My name's Adam and this is the Morning Grind. In this week's episode I have an exciting topic. I have a tip that I'm going to be sharing with you guys that is going to help you intermediate to beginner longboarders like myself to be able to maneuver the board better on the wave and position yourself better so you're able to have better rides and enjoy catching some great surf. But before we get started, I want you to grab yourself one of these so you can sit back and enjoy the vibes. Alright, so this tip that I'm going to share with you guys now is so simple, and sometimes it's you have to, there's a certain a level of difficulty with surfing, as I'm sure you're aware with. But sometimes you have to spend your time in the trenches, which I feel like I've done a fair amount of recently, to be able to simplify it, keep it simple, stupid. But that's easier said than done because you can't just go out there and learn how to surf and learn this simple techniques like this. It takes time. And that, for me anyways, it takes time. And that's, nothing's ever come easy for me. I've always learned that work ethic is, what does they say? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Well, I'm definitely not talented on anything that I've done other than work ethic. That's a talent in itself, and that's a skill that I've developed from a very young age. And the reason I did that was because when I was young, I had dyslexia, and of course they didn't really diagnose that back in those days. We're talking back in the 70s, right? Like that's a long time ago. Yeah, I just showed you my age there. But dyslexia wasn't really a big thing back then. Now it's a huge thing, and it seems like everybo's got dyslexia or something. They're diagnosed with something, But back then it really wasn't an issue, and so I was just a slow learner, and that was fine because that taught me the process of learning things the long way, and it was a skill in itself. So, and you know what? Having dyslexia is nothing to be ashamed of. I have written 4 books, published 4 books. I'm writing my 5th book right now. And the reason I did that was because I actually got sort of turned on to proving to myself that I'm an intelligent person. We all are, but we just have to sometimes, we have to kind of figure it out on our own, and find our intelligence and find our genius. And sometimes the best way to find our genius is to be pushed and told that you can't do something. And then you actually do everything in your power to prove that you can do something. And that's exactly what's happened for me there. And the same thing's going on with surfing. Sometimes I'm a slow learner. I take the scenic route. I've already told myself that I'm a slow learner because that's something that I've been brainwashed with when I was young, that I was a slow learner. So, and you are who you think you are. So if you keep on telling yourself repeatedly in your own head that you're a slow learner, like in my case, then yeah, I'm a slow learner. But the thing is, though, I'm very confident that I'm going to learn things eventually. So I always take the scenic route. Nothing's ever come easy for me in life. But it's just a matter of being persistent and learning the skill of work ethic and, spending your time in the trenches. Now, what I've done is I've spent a lot of time surfing and trying to learn. I'm still a very beginner, intermediate longboarder, but, I haven't been surfing for too many years. So it takes me a little bit longer than most, I think, to catch on to things, but I definitely make up for it in effort and enjoying the process of learning. One of the things that I'm going to share with you today is such an amazingly simple thing. That some of you may have already figured it out, or it might not be new knowledge for you. But the thing is, so for me, it's taken me a long time to figure it out, and it is so important. I mean, if you're not doing this, then you are really going to have a difficult time finding the right place on the wave to be able to maneuver the board and turn quickly, and to be able to position yourself to do things like cross-stepping, stuff like that. So, yeah. But anyways. As I always do, I ramble too long here, and I hope I haven't lost too many of you guys, but without any further ado, I'm going to stop rambling. We are going to go do some surfing, and we're going to learn this skill. Alright, so enough beating around the bush here. This is it. This is the key right here. What I'm trying to teach you guys here today is to become trail leg dominant. That means I want you to feel as though the majority of your weight is on your trail leg. Now, how simple is that? That's such a simple thing to do, but look at how easy it is for me to maneuver the board and to turn the board and to position the board properly in the wave so that I am able to, with practice, cross step. Now, here's my buddy Soren. Look at him. He's high up in the wave, trail leg dominant, and he's just cutting back and forth and just finding the pocket and cross-stepping. He's having a blast. A little bit of stoke there for Soren. Well done. Now we have Jonas Bricks, North Shore Surf, trail leg dominant. Yep, my fault. I got in the way. Sorry about that, Jonas. All right. So, here's a little wave here. Again, high up on the wave. It's what it's all about. You got to be high up in the wave. Position yourself well by being trail leg dominant. And this is such a simple thing, but I got to admit, like I said before, I'm a slow learner. And, always taking the scenic route. But you know what, though? Sometimes taking the scenic route is the most beautiful thing to do, because there you can at least enjoy the view. But here it is. Again, finding the wave, getting high up on the wave, and just, here we go. Casper Bricks, North Shore Surf, ripping it. Trail leg dominant. It's hard for you to see from this angle, but when I have my weight on my trail foot, the nose of the board is high up out of the water. That means that I'm got the back end of the board in the wave where it's supposed to be for stability. And from there, my trail leg, my weight is on the fin, and that's what it's all about. So you're able to pivot the fin around and turn, make these tail turns, these really important tail turns, as well as get the board dug into the wave. So you're able to position yourself again for cross-stepping. Here we go, back and forth, and get the tail into the wave. Let's see if we can get it forward here. Yes, great. There we go. Now, this is new for me, so I'm not a great cross-stepper yet, but I'm learning the process, and by becoming trail leg dominant and getting the board, keeping it in the wave, that's a huge piece of the puzzle. The really cool thing about learning how to surf with your trail leg, weight on your trail leg, is it actually helps you also, because the higher up you are on the wave, up to a certain degree, that the upper side, the upper 2/3 of the wave there is third of the wave is where the power is in the wave. That's where you also are able to actually become more, get more energy from the wave. The lower down on the wave you are, the less energy there is, and so it's very difficult. You've got your nose too far down the wave. The further down the wave you are, and if you start to cross step, you'll do nose diving. But finding yourself trail leg dominant, high up on the wave there, where the energy of the wave is pushing you, and you're able to find the pocket easier. It's just such an easier place to surf from. And I really hope by sharing this tip with you guys, it's going to help you maybe skip a little bit of take a little bit of a shorter route to figuring this out, and helping you to progress a little bit more faster than I am. Nothing wrong with being slow. Like I said, slow learners are fine, but I think the thing is that the more tips we can get and the more help we can get to accelerate our learning progress here, the more we stay dialed into it, and then the more fun it is to progress. So trail leg dominant, that's the key. I just really wish you the best of luck out there. Leave a comment in the comment section in YouTube here if you guys have any questions or are curious, or even have any suggestions. Like I said, I myself am a beginner to intermediate surfer and longboarder, and I'm just learning. I'm just figuring it out. As you can probably see, for you experienced longboarders, you're probably shaking your head, and that's okay. We've all been there. But I think if you guys have any comments, just be sure to leave a comment in the comment section, and I'd love to answer it and get back to you guys. Otherwise, if you guys are enjoying these vlogs, please be sure to hit subscribe, hit notifications, give us a thumbs up, and thank you guys so much for the stoke. I'm so looking forward to sharing next week's vlog with you guys. Have an awesome week, everyone. You!